When audiences tuned in to watch the lighthearted adventures of seven stranded castaways on the beloved 1960s sitcom Gilligan's Island, few could have imagined that behind the bright smiles and tropical charm, one of its stars was quietly facing personal challenges of her own. Gilligan's Island became an enduring classic, and at the heart of its wholesome appeal was Dawn Wells, who portrayed the sweet and optimistic Mary Ann Summers. To generations of viewers, Wells embodied warmth, innocence, and sincerity. Yet behind the scenes, her journey was far more complex than the carefree characters she portrayed on screen. When Gilligan's Island premiered in 1964, television was undergoing a cultural shift. Audiences were hungry for escapism, and the show delivered exactly that. Mary Ann, the Kansas farm girl, quickly became one of the most beloved characters. Her girl-next-door charm stood in contrast to the glamorous movie star played by Tina Louise, creating a dynamic that sparked decades of fan debates. But while viewers argued over Mary Ann versus Ginger, Wells was navigating the pressures of Hollywood fame in an industry that often limited young actresses to narrow roles and expectations. At the time, Wells was a relatively new face in television. Although she had appeared in guest roles on various shows, Gilligan's Island was her breakout opportunity. The sudden fame brought recognition but also intense scrutiny. Typecasting quickly became one of her hidden struggles. The wholesome image of Mary Ann was so convincing that casting directors struggled to see Wells in any other light. After the show ended in 1967, she found it difficult to secure roles that allowed her to break free from the character that had defined her. In interviews years later, Wells acknowledged that while she was grateful for Mary Ann, the role also placed her in a creative box that was hard to escape. Financial challenges also became part of her story, an issue many classic television stars faced due to contracts that did not include modern residual structures. While Gilligan's Island thrived in syndication for decades, the cast did not initially receive the kind of royalties actors might expect today. Wells later spoke candidly about the realities of those early contracts and how different the entertainment landscape was at the time. For many viewers, it was surprising to learn that a show so iconic did not automatically guarantee long-term financial security for its stars. Beyond career limitations and financial concerns, Wells also dealt with the emotional toll of maintaining a public image. In the 1960s, studios often controlled how actors were presented to the public. Maintaining a wholesome persona wasn't just part of the script, it became part of everyday life. Wells attended promotional events, fan conventions, and interviews where she was expected to embody the kindness and simplicity of Mary Ann. While she embraced her fans warmly, the pressure to live up to a fictional standard could be exhausting. Life after the island brought both triumphs and trials. Wells remained active in theater, education, and charitable work, showing resilience and adaptability. She toured in stage productions, ran an acting school, and connected deeply with her fan base. Yet, like many actors whose careers peak early, she had to reinvent herself repeatedly. Her perseverance became one of her defining qualities. In later years, Wells openly reflected on the bittersweet nature of her fame. She recognized the blessing of being part of a show that continued to bring joy to millions. At the same time, she acknowledged that the simplicity viewers saw on screen masked the complex realities of working in Hollywood. Her honesty resonated with fans who appreciated her candor and strength. When Wells passed away in 2020, tributes poured in from across the entertainment world. XCO stars, fans, and admirers remembered her not only as Mary Ann, but as a gracious and hard-working woman who handled both success and struggle with dignity. Her legacy is tied forever to Gilligan's Island, but her story extends beyond that sandy shore. Ultimately, the hidden struggle Dawn Wells faced during Gilligan's Island was not a dramatic scandal or shocking revelation. Instead, it was the quiet challenge of balancing identity, opportunity, and expectation in an industry that rarely makes such balance easy. Behind the sunny smile and gingham dress was a woman navigating fame with resilience and grace, proving that even on a fictional deserted island, real-life challenges still follow. Despite the challenges, Wells maintained a sense of humor and humility that endeared her to fans long after the cameras stopped rolling. She often spoke about the joy of connecting with people at fan conventions, where generations of viewers would recount how Mary Ann inspired them or reminded them of simpler times. These interactions were deeply meaningful to her, and she described them as a reminder that the impact of her work extended far beyond the immediate fame of the 1960s. For Wells, this connection with fans became a source of fulfillment, even as she faced the ongoing realities of being typecast. Wells also used her platform to advocate for causes close to her heart. She became involved in charitable endeavors and educational programs, demonstrating that her influence was not limited to the screen. Her work in theater and mentorship helped aspiring actors navigate the complexities of the entertainment world. something she wished she had received guidance for when she first started. This dedication showed a side of Wells that was often overshadowed by the iconic role of Mary Ann, her commitment to helping others and shaping the next generation of performers. Her personal life, too, reflected the balance she sought between public expectations and private fulfillment. Wells was known for keeping much of her personal life out of the tabloids, preferring privacy over sensationalism. This choice was itself a form of struggle in an era when Hollywood increasingly demanded that actors' lives become part of their marketable image. By maintaining this boundary, she preserved her sense of self, even when it meant sacrificing some public attention or opportunities. In retrospect, this decision highlighted her wisdom and self-respect, qualities that contributed to her enduring legacy. The enduring popularity of Gilligan's Island meant that Wells's performance remained relevant decades after the show ended. Syndication introduced Mary Ann to new generations, creating a unique phenomenon in which a single role could define an actor's career for more than half a century. For Wells, this was both a blessing and a challenge. While she cherished the love and admiration she received from Mary Ann, she also sought opportunities that allowed her to grow artistically. Her ability to navigate these dual realities, relishing her impact while seeking personal and professional growth, is a testament to her resilience and foresight. Ultimately, the story of Dawn Wells and her hidden struggle is a reminder that behind every beloved character lies a human being negotiating the pressures of fame, creativity, and personal integrity. Wells's journey illustrates the delicate balance actors often must strike between public expectation and private identity. While Mary Ann remains a symbol of optimism and charm, the real story of Dawn Wells is one of perseverance, humility, and quiet strength. Through decades of television history, Wells' life and career have inspired many. She demonstrated that success is not simply measured by visibility or acclaim, but also by the ability to maintain one's values, navigate challenges gracefully, and leave a lasting positive impact on both colleagues and audiences. In remembering Dawn Wells, fans celebrate not just Mary Ann Summers, the girl from Kansas who won hearts worldwide, but also the woman who navigated Hollywood's complexities with dignity, humor, and compassion. Her legacy serves as a profound reminder. Even in worlds of laughter and tropical adventures, real-life struggles exist behind the scenes, but so do courage, resilience, and the enduring power of connection. When audiences fell in love with the cheerful adventures on Gilligan's Island, few realized that Dawn Wells, who played the sweet Mary Ann Summers, faced personal challenges behind the scenes. Her wholesome image made her one of television's most beloved figures, but it also brought unexpected struggles that Wells had to navigate quietly throughout her career. Sudden fame in the 1960s brought attention but also typecasting. The public adored Mary Ann, yet this same affection made it difficult for Wells to secure roles beyond the cheerful farm girl. She often spoke about how the industry limited actresses to narrow expectations, and how breaking free from Mary Ann's image became a constant challenge after the show ended in 1967. Financial challenges added another layer to her hidden struggles. Despite the show's later success in syndication, the cast initially received modest pay and limited royalties. Wells candidly discussed how contracts in that era didn't protect actors long-term, highlighting a reality many fans didn't see behind the laughs and palm trees. Beyond career and finances, Wells faced the emotional demands of living up to Mary Ann's perfection. Public appearances, fan conventions, and interviews required her to embody the character's kindness and optimism constantly. Balancing public expectation with personal identity became a quiet but ongoing struggle. Yet, Wells persevered. She stayed active in theater, mentorship, and charitable work, connecting deeply with fans and inspiring future generations. Her honesty in a recent episode of his widely followed podcast, Humility, cemented her legacy. Dawn Wells' hidden struggles revealed that even in iconic roles and cheerful shows, real-life pressures exist. Her journey stands as a testament to resilience, grace, and the strength it takes to navigate fame while remaining true to oneself. Mary Ann will always be remembered, but so will the woman behind the smile.